What is up, Sam Panitch?
Hello, Parker. Happy 42
Is that
15.
2 weeks in a row now that you talk to me in English? Actually?
Yeah, I kind of like saying hello. I feel like it's fun. Fun way to say what's up.
Hello, yellow, hello. Do you start an email with hello or hi?
Hi.
Me too. I feel like hi.
How do you sign your email?
Thank you, Parker.
Mine just says best.
Best.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious. Like, what do people actually do? Like, it's so formal, and I've started to catch myself. Like, I'm sick and tired of saying "hope you are well" to start an email. I'm done with it.
Yeah, no one cares.
Just get right to the point. Right to the point.
I don't disagree.
No, I hope you're miserable.
I mean,
Yeah.
can't say your true thoughts, but I hear you. That's funny. How are you? Everything good? I see you snacking on some olives. You want to tell everyone what you're eating? No free ads, but I think we can do a free ad for this place because they rock.
Trader Joe's?
Yeah, I love Trader Joe's.
Just a handful of olives. That's what it is. A little pack. YouTube, what's up? For those who are no idea what I just said, we're on YouTube, and I just showed the pack of olives that I'm eating out of, which are really good.
Snack size.
So if you want to know, check out our YouTube, and you'll be able to see the brand. That's a shameless plug right there. But yeah, I'm feeling good, dude. Weekend was amazing. Went to one of my favorite places in New York City, Museum of Natural History. I could go on and on about that place. Just a special, special place. Just learning about the world and life and animals and rocks and just everything that made us who we are today. That's a conversation for another day. Because I was sitting in the park on Sunday afternoon, and I got a text message from you, Sam, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, you just sent me a picture of your leg, and I was just like, what the hell is this? So Spontaneous Sam has lived more than just last week. Now we're living 2 weeks in a row where Spontaneous Sam is doing spontaneous things. I was a bit shocked to learn, even though you told me many times. Sam, you want to break it down?
Parker's saying it's spontaneous as if I did not tell him for the past year. I did practice runs. I tried it out. Talked about it. Talked through it with people.
What is it?
I got it's not a technically real tattoo, but I got it. There's this new company called Ephemeral Tattoo that does tattoos that last 3 years. And
you told me 2 years. So that's
it's 2 to 3.
That's 33% more time now.
Yeah, there's a range. Not an exact science to it. 2 to 3 years. And I got my leg tattooed with Hebrew that says lalot, which means elevate in Hebrew. And I'm really excited about it. Just something different outside my comfort zone.
You're that elevation nation.
Do.
We all contributed to Sam's tattoo. That's how I think of that. Wow.
You did.
All right, we got some things to talk through then, and we have not talked through this at all. So, you know, at this point, we just save it for the podcast.
I love it. Ask your questions. I got this big bandage on my leg.
So my first question is, straight up, Can
you see that?
You got Hebrew on your leg, but in the Jewish religion, typically people are not supposed to get tattooed.
Correct.
So I'm curious why you chose to do that. And I know it's a temporary tattoo, but I'm still curious.
Yeah. One, I think for myself personally, I think many of the rules in my religion I don't agree with. So I choose to follow the ones that I agree with. That's one that I don't agree with. So that's my personal choice. So you just
pick and choose the rules is what you're telling me.
Yeah, just like you do, right?
Yeah, it's true.
You go into a synagogue, you put a yarmulke on your head. That's a rule you follow, but I've seen you eat bacon. So, you pick and choose the rules that you like as well. And I think that's what's cool about Reform Judaism is you get to pick and choose the things that you find resonate with you. And not being tattooed technically is about being buried, I believe. And I don't want to be buried either. I want to donate my body to science and my organs to people that need it. And then I want to be cremated. So it's kind of a moot point. So that was my rationale behind doing it.
So since it's a permanent tattoo, a non-permanent tattoo, it's a temporary tattoo, someone will not get your leg with your tattoo on it.
What do you mean?
Well, it's not a permanent tattoo. When someone needs a left leg, they're not going to get Sam Panitch's left leg with a tattoo on it.
That's true.
Me.
It should be gone. God
Okay.
forbid I die tomorrow. So yeah, you're right. And I mean, it's interesting, right? The founders of this company made the tattoos that faded because of religious reasons. I don't think they're Jewish, but like
interesting.
They did it for religious reasons as well because they wanted to express themselves for longer periods of time, but not, go against their religion of burial. And so, interesting concept, people being innovative. But yeah, that's my both my rationale religiously and then my choice of burial that I don't think it impacts me.
Okay. All right. So
it's a great question, though.
Check some boxes, I guess, for you. My other question is, did it hurt? Yes or no?
No. And I was really scared it was going to because I hate needles. I hate getting flu shots. I hate getting my blood taken. I was really scared it was going to feel like that. It more felt like a scratching of a mosquito bite.
I don't know what you mean, but because I've never gotten a tattoo, but that sounds fun. And did you do this alone, Sam?
Yeah.
You just went alone. You were like, what? I'm just going to be spontaneous, Sam, and do this alone?
I mean, no. I made an appointment like a month ago.
Oh, wow.
I've been prepping, the design that I wanted, the, style that I wanted. Then I worked with the artist at the tattoo parlor, and we refined it. And then she made a stencil. And then I watched the end of the Celtics game on my phone
while she was doing it.
Me.
That's pretty cool. All right, cool.
It was a unique experience.
I like
Honestly, I'm just proud of myself for doing it. I think
the crazy thing about a tattoo, and like I don't know, I don't want to speak for you, but like where you put it, it seems as if the tattoo is wholeheartedly for you, and it's a it's a meaning thing to you. I know you're thinking about things, and we're all thinking about things in the world right now, but you in particular in this moment in time, you're trying to elevate a little bit more, and I think it seems like it's a reminder to you. People get tattoos all the time for, you could say, two reasons, right? Like for the meaning that it brings to them, but then also the aesthetic, look to it, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm curious. I'll just hand it to you. You're the guy with the ink on his skin.
Yeah, I mean, I got it on my thigh because I figured it would be covered up for the most part. I didn't want it to be in like professional settings or anything like that. Because you're right, it is kind of just for me. But I think the cool part is I finally felt like in my life there was something that I knew I would carry with me forever. And that's the concept of like elevating and my culture and my religion. And so those three things I kind of combined into one piece. Whereas like before, I didn't really have anything that I felt like was for life, that I felt confident enough that I wanted. And this time I did. And listen, like I'm sure when I'm 80, I'll probably regret it, but like it won't be there when I'm 80. So
yeah. Well, my thing is now is that like if you love it so much, are you going to continue just to get the temporary tattoos, or will you graduate to a permanent tattoo? Because I know your brother.
I don't know how to answer that.
I know your brother had tattoos, right? Permanent tattoos.
He does.
Your mom,
he does.
Dad?
No,
just your brother.
Yep, just Ben. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I think that question, Parker, I can't answer right now. We're gonna have to
fair enough
circle back in like a.
You don't have like this itch to go back. Like I feel like a lot of people who say they get a tattoo, they're like, I got another one.
Bandage on it. I can't really see it. Like I can't. I haven't experienced it yet.
I see.
I can't see it. There's a bandage over it for another few more days. The hardest part, I will tell you, you can't sweat for like a week. So I haven't been able to work out, which is, as you know, really jacks up my morning routine, and I have not been enjoying that. That's the
Can't
hardest part.
sweat for a week. That is pretty crazy. Like, I think that's almost impossible. Don't you sweat when you sleep?
Yeah. They just mean like excessive hard working out that you sweat because it could get infected.
Jeez. Sounds interesting.
It's
All
definitely
right.
crazy.
Well, congratulations. I'm happy that you're happy with it.
Thanks,
It
dog.
certainly has a meaning, and hopefully it brings you a little bit more mental fortitude to elevate a little bit more, right? I mean, that's the whole goal. Unless, or if you're not, like, at least you have this thing that aligns you, right? On purpose.
Yes. That's exactly right. So we'll see. All right. I got an elevator shout out. We're going to do it a little bit differently, though, Parker.
We
you
are.
ready? I have something in mind.
What do you have to say?
All right. We're going to give a shout out to someone who's not in Elevation Nation, but is certainly an elevator. Now, this young man went into the fourth quarter of Game 4 of the Lakers game last night and went absolutely bonkers, scoring a ton of points and leading them to victory. And I'm going to read you his quote. His name's Lonnie Walker. The greatest feeling you could ever imagine. As a kid, this is something I've been dreaming of doing. Not just being a part of the playoffs, but impacting it, let alone winning in the playoffs. I'm truly proud of myself. It really shows my capabilities, just my mental fortitude. I think the hardest thing of being able to play a lot and then not playing at all is sticking with it. His mental fortitude. This is a guy who comes off the bench, has had a tough career, bouncing between teams, finally able to make an impact. And what does he credit? His mindset, not his jump shot, not his quickness, his mindset, his mental fortitude. So shout out to you, Lonnie, for your mental fortitude, man.
That's awesome. Actually, someone texted me this morning, literally that exact quote. It wasn't you.
Yeah, it was me, dude.
No, someone else.
Kyle Bayak sent it to me, so shout out
I
to
think
Kyle.
it's pretty
Thanks,
funny.
Kyle.
Mental fortitude, man. You know, there's snippets here and there where I hear it, and it's just like, you don't hear it often, but we talk about it often. And I think it's really cool when you see it in like pop culture or in the news. And to his point, that's what it's all about. And we're going to continue to embrace mental fortitude and hopefully help others gain mental fortitude to conquer the real world. That's what this is all about. And Lonnie, I mean, it's a sweet name.
Sweet.
Balled out. He averaged like, what, 3 points in the playoffs or 4 points in the playoffs now, and just what, he had 15
he
points
popped
last
off.
night, shot like 66% from the field or whatever. I don't know, but it's pretty cool. I love it. Let me think. Shout outs for my end. Man, life is crazy. There's a lot of cool people doing really, really cool things. It's hard, man. Didn't you just go on a podcast, actually? Yeah, you did. Another podcast with Alana Dunn. You're now like a reoccurring guest on Seeing Other People. So shout out you. Shout out
Thank
Elevator
you.
number 1, Joey Lane. Shout out Elevator Alana Dunn.
80.
Elevator 80, Lana Dunn. You three now have had quite the time together, and I am a bit jealous, but I am not single. I am a fiance, much more graduated from the single life like you. But I will have to say, you're like a reoccurring guest on like a radio show now, if you think of it that way. It's like, here, Sam Panitch calling in, and everyone knows Sam Panitch.
I'm a personality at this point.
Oh, okay.
That's
Now
what
you're a
I am.
personality with a tattoo. Who is this Sam Panitch? This is a different Sam Panitch than I knew 2 years ago. I'll tell you that.
That's good. We're elevating. We're evolving.
All I got to say, Elevation Nation, Sam and I are really, really thrilled to be here every week. And we want to know, honestly, how you guys feel about the show. So leave us a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Seriously, like, whether you hate the show or you love the show, put down what you think. It helps us learn how we can make our stuff better, but then it also can help others who are looking for a podcast to help them elevate their mental fortitude and conquer the real world. So if I have one ask of you, at least on this day, it's to look into getting a temporary tattoo like Sam, and possibly, hopefully, leaving us a review.
Until next week, Elevation Nation. Peace.